Social media, social media. What's up, social media? How y'all on this gloomy day in Baltimore? And then I just noticed something. I'm probably not, I can't be the only one who noticed it. It never works like that in life. But ever since the middle of March, we would get 2, maybe 3, but most of the time 2 nice days, and then about 5 or 6 not nice days. This done did that since the middle of March. I can't be the only one who noticed that, but that's not why I'm on here. I'm not on here with that malarkey for y'all. I'm on here about the politicians and all that stuff that's going on. I'm not a big political guy, but I do know when people doing wrong, no matter what kind of line of work they in. And them politicians there, I voted for some. Excuse me. We voted for. They just doing what they want, man. They acting like children. They acting like kids. They want to have their way. I mean, they acting like children, man. That's how little respect they have for the American public. And that's not the way a politician's supposed to behave. Politicians are supposed to be somewhat dignified, have some kind of dignity to them. They hold themselves in a higher regard than the reducing themselves to name calling in public, using profanity in public. Barack Obama never spoke in public when he was president. And that's a vice. So you telling me Donald Trump can't stop cussing like he out doing an SNL set? So listen, the next election, you need to look into your politicians. We need to look into them politicians, see what kind of education they got, man. Because I don't understand how these politicians is kind of... I remember the white chick was testifying, the one that worked for Trump. She from Florida. And she got blonde hair. She got, every time, the majority of the time, I'm close to be able to say every time, they would ask her something. Her reply would be immediately, it wasn't even I plead the fifth. She was running with, you didn't ask such and such that question. She kept bringing some guy name up. I ain't gonna remember his name because he ain't important to me and he ain't around. But she kept saying, you ain't asked such and such that. And she kept saying the same guy. We asking you that though. We asking, what kind of kiddie shit is that? We asking you. So we gotta make these politicians, we gotta get some politicians with some education, man. From some good schools where they had to have a certain decorum to be a part of the school. It's gonna have to stop coming down to who your favorite black person is, who your favorite white person is. We had to go with the best candidate. We had to go with the best candidate. We can't keep letting these colors divide us. Regardless of the color, it ain't getting on us nowhere, so I don't understand why we still do it. It's beautiful to back your own people, but we don't need to be attacking. I'm not saying if it don't apply, let it fly. Let me get that out the way. If it don't apply, let it fly. You can't just be attacking people, though. You just can't be attacking people. And then when somebody say something to you, it's racism, it's anti-Semitism, it's Europeanism or whiteism. No, man, if you're doing something wrong, you're doing something wrong. You don't want to be accountable, so you run and hide behind that. If you wasn't doing nothing wrong, you wouldn't even think of doing that. You would ignore it. Nah, man, that ain't how that's supposed to work. How you doing today? And then when we don't get direct answers, we need to hold them accountable. Listen, y'all got X amount of time to let us know something. Well, we're going to be boycotting a lot of stuff. We're gonna make this economy really suck. All right, social media. Because I can go for a minute for that. I can talk for a while for that, but shucks, some of y'all don't even make it to the 2-minute mark. All right, social media, have a good day. Make sure them babies good. Make sure them babies good. And I hope everybody make it the way they want to make it to when the day over with.